Bonjour YouTube et bienvenue sur cette nouvelle rediffusion de L.A Noire, ça faisait longtemps. Je me posais la question juste avant du combienième épisode on a été, je pense que c'est le 15e, mais je ne suis pas sûr. Mais on doit être aux alentours du 15. La dernière fois on avait fait la cité sans voile. Je viens d'aller voir et je me rappelle déjà plus. Voilà, la cité sans voile. On avait fait ça. Et du coup, sans plus attendre, on va voir ce qui nous attend. Reprendre. Alors, mœurs et narcotiques. Le destin manifeste. C'est parti. Hop là. Ouais, juste avant, je disais, j'avais trop envie de faire du Tomb Raider, mais il faut faire un petit peu de coupure, donc on retourne un petit peu sur L.A Noire. Et on reprend les bonnes vieilles habitudes de rater les interrogatoires et de conduire comme un fou furieux. Ça va être sympa. Le destin manifeste. C'était quoi ce bug?
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Bon. Par contre, je regarderai après si j'y pense. Mais... Enfin, quand j'aurai fini leur diff. C'est quoi ça, homicide? Il y a eu une espèce de bug, on était tous assis sur le toit, non? Enfin, j'ai l'impression. Ah, par contre, j'ai déjà une barre dans le crâne, c'est pas ouf pour stream. C'est pas ouf, ouf. Tu conduis, mon petit bonhomme?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Donc ça paraît d'une fusillade dans je sais pas quoi, il y a eu 2 morts, de ce que j'ai compris, et il y a du surplus de morphine. En tout cas, sur les deux, il y a 2 morts avec de la morphine.
Going toe to toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Ah, il y a un nouveau boss qui va prendre le... Ok. Bon, et apparemment ça sent le roussi pour nous. Un peu vieux jeu, le nouveau capitaine. Oh, ça va, je l'aime bien celui-là, c'est pas le pire. Bon, il est pas en très bon terme avec Earl.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Mais merde. Il disait qu'il allait tout piétiner.
Bukowski.
Phelps. Back again. We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
L'autre qui se marre au cal. C'est un peu de groupe, s'ils sont tous scannés. Hein. Bon, alors pour mes corps, c'est parti.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into it. Certainly sends a message.
Bowie. Comme David. Bon, on peut pas analyser ce qu'il y a dans la poche.
So what's going on over there?
C'est pas une preuve ça? Il y a un mec mort là. Bah. Ah, j'allais dire c'est aberrant quand même. Attends, ça serait plus possible aujourd'hui de faire des trucs comme ça.
Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Le genre, il y a rien à voir. Pourquoi il me laisse analyser son corps s'il y a rien? Dernier bras? Coffre-fort.
Didn't even try to crack the safe.
Un flingue, des billets et des munitions. Ok. Bennington. Bon là on a Eddie, là on a Bowie et ils en avaient parlé d'un autre membre du groupe.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Bon, il va dire que ça n'a rien à voir avec l'enquête. Circonstanciel. Kezako, c'est des clopes? Non, c'est quoi? Ouais, c'est des clopes. Et ça, c'est quoi? Une cigarette. Bon.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Le 111 Club. C'est la même chose. Je vais quand même les faire. Attends, je suis en train de plisser les yeux pour voir. C'est un enfer. Avec le soleil. Ah, le trompettiste.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Ouais, forcément un truc où...
What's that click?
C'est une combinaison. Je pense que j'ai pas les preuves pour l'ouvrir tout de suite. Faudra la voir. Beatleston. T'as pas une combinaison dans ta poche, toi, par hasard? Bon. Morphine. Une seringue pré-remplie.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
C'est ce qu'on cherche à savoir, justement. Rien d'autre dans la poche. Est-ce qu'il y a un truc intéressant aux mains? Tatouage. Je cherche pas la combinaison de ta trompette, par exemple. Ils se sont fait massacrer, hein, par contre.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? You got all the trucs, donc je me suis dit peut-être qu'il fait référence au fait que j'ai tous les indices, mais apparemment non. Tabac.
Army surplus again. Goldrick must have been moving contraband through the club.
Valeur Tobacco Company à remplir par le client lors de la livraison. Contenu cigarette, poids, boîte, provenance SS Coleridge. Nom David Lungo, signature D. Lungo livré. Est-ce que c'est du tabac à l'intérieur?
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Ouais, ça a l'air d'être vraiment des clubs. Un fusil bar. Bon.
These look brand new. Never
Ils ont
fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Encore un truc que j'ai pas trouvé apparemment. Ah bah oui, ben la mallette. Est-ce que je peux la trouver comme ça? En vrai, il y a pas 20 milliards de combinaisons. Ok. Ok, bon.
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Le premier je l'avais, du coup il fallait juste intervertir les deux. Alors, le Blue Room Ticket. C'est pas la
We
première
should
fois qu'on
follow up
entend
on the
ça.
musician angle.
Une seringue pour se piquer, je suppose.
He kept his stash close at hand.
Indice mise à jour morphine. C'est quoi ça? C'est une cuillère, hein, je sais pas quoi. Je crois que j'ai tout. Hein. On va regarder dans l'intuition. Ouais, j'ai tous les indices. Donc il m'a juste à interroger madame. Puis-je vous parler?
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Fusillade au club.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Ses yeux sont bizarres, mais est-ce que je peux le douter? Elle a le regard fuyant, j'ai envie de dire doute.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you?
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Lien avec McGoldrick.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Là, pour le coup, je pense qu'elle dit la vérité, c'est très honnête.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Ok. Bon, bah on a toutes
Never
les
the
preuves.
same, are they?
On peut se casser.
So what's going on over there?
Donc il y a un truc...
I want to see. Excuse me, officer, I want to see.
You can drive.
Allons au
All right, where
commissariat.
to?
Bon, du coup, il y a des flingues de contrebande, il y a des clopes de contrebande et de la morphine. Du coup, il y a absolument tout, tout ce qu'il faut pas. Puis ils se sont fait tous flinguer. Oh, après il y a la presse.
talking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is L.A.'s most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
J'ai pas suivi qui est Stoker.
Aren't you supposed to be working the
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
This way. Ah, toujours la presse. Hein. Ces petits cons. Vas-y, je te suis, hein, Earl.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Ouais, c'est cool, il avait juste ça sous la
Yeah,
main.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
That bum took a swipe at me, so I put him down in my sap.
McGoldrick. Edward. Non, c'est pas lui.
This is the crate we recovered. 500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Ah oui, Edward, c'est Eddie, ok.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Du coup, attends, j'ai chopé quoi comme preuve là? J'ai chopé manifeste. Manifeste passager, cargaison de l'USS Coleridge. Ok. Je suis ressorti. Hop. C'est quoi ça comme bagnole? Je sais pas.
You're behind the wheel.
Do we know where we're going?
Au Blue Room. C'est pas là où on passe nos soirées aussi hein, avec l'allemande là?
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
C'est vrai aussi, alors pour une fois, ta manière de penser n'est pas si bête. Cette manière de toucher le fric doit pas être très nette. Ce qui explique qu'il ait besoin d'avoir un flingue dans son coffre-fort et des fusils bas. Ah, le Blue Room, ouais, c'est là où il y a Alfred. Oh, je crois qu'il s'appelle Alfred.
Food wasn't great, but you're nice.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Unterstundenführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Cole trompe sa femme avec cette
You know
femme.
what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Morphine des réfugiés allemands, des chanteuses de jazz dans un club. Morphine des surplus de l'armée.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Elle a une micro-expression au niveau du sourcil. Mais est-ce que ça veut dire quelque chose? Ah bah elle le fait plus. Ah si, elle l'a refait. Moi je doute.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
White man supplies, black man buys. Victime d'overdose de morphine.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Elle me prend pour un con ou quoi? Admission par un musicien au club de... Si je l'accuse de mentir.
I don't believe you. You knew these men.
And how would you like to prove that, detective?
Ils étaient au Blue Room.
You're out of your
Raté.
depth here, detective, and you're asking the wrong questions.
Raté.
to the wrong people. Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private.
J'aurais dû faire l'intuition, mais il me reste qu'un point.
Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words, and very noble. But words are just words, Colfax.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? Ah, on va attendre Elsa. Ah non, on va la suivre, encore pire. c'est ma voiture personnelle ça. C'est... Petite musique jazzy tranquille au biloul. Pour l'instant on est à 3 questions correctes sur 4 je crois. Bon c'est dommage, j'ai un peu extrapolé la preuve Blue Room en me disant rien qu'en présentant le ticket ça veut dire qu'ils la connaissent. C'est souvent un sujet à l'interprétation quand même les questions. Mais bon, c'est comme ça. Cole Phelps, le stalker, un peu bizarre. C'est un peu flippant. Hein. Il m'a suivi ce bâtard. Donc moi j'ai suivi la Elsa et c'est horrible et lui il m'a suivi aussi. Salut Roy, j'ai rien fait cette nuit. Bon il m'en parle pas, étrange.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3. If you'll follow me.
Mais non, je vais pas faire des grabuges. On y va.
Does the chicken come with fried tomatoes?
Boy, let's take it to
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
Bien dit,
You're a
Roy.
funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
Oh, arrête de gueuler, Mickey, là. Opération de Finkelstein. C'est quoi cette merde? J'ai jamais entendu parler. Il est beau. C'est quoi opération de Finkelstein?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Bah, il se fout de ma gueule ou quoi? Est-ce que j'ai son nom? Manifeste, je sais pas. Point d'intuition. Allez, on en claque un, on est un ouf. Doute.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Okay.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Ah, no, don't know anything about that. Prends pour un con, Mickey, ou quoi, là? J'ai pas de preuves pour le relier encore, on va faire doute.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
Tiens, un téléphone à table.
It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car.
Il veut toutes les voitures disponibles, allez. Qu'est-ce qui se passe encore? Se rendre sur le lieu de la fusillade contre un bus. Attends, mais c'est devenu 11 septembre simulateur ou quoi ce jeu là?
My acting coach says I have real talent.
Et c'est parti!
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3. All units, further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam reports the suspect
C'est vrai qu'il parle là, parce que je le vois prendre la radio.
building. All units approach with caution. Units 49 William, 15
Ça charge pas ou
Adam,
c'est
go to
moi?
1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units to respond. Code 3 identified.
Ouais, bah je pense que je vais pas passer par là. J'ai pas vu qu'il y avait Michel. Il est monté au pif. Je sais pas ce qu'il faisait, mais il y avait sa tête qui dépassait, donc schlack. Schlack pouf. Je crois qu'il y a un flic qui est mort. Voire plus. Ah oui, j'aurais dû monter par là, ok, j'aurais dû monter par derrière. Sauf que vu que je suis trop fort, je suis monté du mauvais côté, je l'ai quand même mis une balle dans la tête. Puis il avait des cagettes et tout, tranquille.
It's one of the BARs.
Il avait plusieurs chargeurs. Rien du tout dans les pockets là. Alvaro, bus 217 Hollywood et Sunset entre midi et 14h, CL 234 Mocambo, table 3.
Phone number and restaurant table.
C'est exactement là où on était il y a 2 secondes. Mais il a pris une balle dans la tête normalement, c'est mal fait.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. Our people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Connaissance du casse du Coolridge.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolridge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Ouais. Et sinon... Ça va, t'es pas trop nerveux mon petit bonhomme? Pourquoi il fait des yeux comme ça? Il y a un problème ou quoi? Carnet contenant les détails de l'attaque sur Félix Alvaro, un manifeste. Vas-y, doute.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar.
Brains!
You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
C'est vrai ça. Motif de la fusillade.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Il y a ton nom dessus.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
Je suis un succès le petit rapporteur.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Localiser Jack Kelso. Persuader Félix Alvaro de dénoncer ses frères d'armes.
You buying a story?
Not for a minute.
Alright. Merde, faut que je passe un coup de fil. Allez, pour avoir Jack Kelso. Bah. Ah. C'est bon, il y avait des traces de balles au sol. Hein.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, Apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks.
C'est y part. Ah, il y a des balles là. Ça va mitrailler. Bon, on va pas prendre l'ambulance, on va arrêter.
You know the way. You can drive.
Parce qu'ils ont parlé de Sheldon et on va chercher Kelso. Pourquoi pas.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
It won't work. He's a tough customer.
Mais il est devenu flic, Kelso. Je sais pas lequel de Sheldon ou Kelso est flic, celui qu'on voit à chaque fois en tenue bleue. On verra bien. Nous verrons bien.
Hello, Jack.
Oui, salut.
This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Bon, bah, moi, ça a le mérite d'être clair. Sympa la cravate, Kelso. Très sympa. Oula. Oh, va falloir faire un perfect. Morphine, des surplus de l'armée.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in L.A. trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Oula. Soldat démobilisé. Il l'a balancé, non? Attends, mensonge.
Jack, you know about the morphine. You weren't involved, but you know who is.
You can't prove what I know and what I don't know, Cole. This is going nowhere.
Oh, j'avais peut-être pas au courant.
Sorry.
Je sais pas.
Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Je vais douter seulement.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
McGoldrick, ancien marine.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Est-ce qu'il le sait, est-ce qu'il le sait pas? Vérité, doute, vérité, doute, vérité, doute. Comment il aurait pu le savoir en vrai? Je vais le croire.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
Arme volée sur l'USS Coleridge.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Il me regarde droit dans les yeux, mais on lui fait confiance ou pas? Il est flic, s'il y avait une caisse d'armes volée, il l'aurait, bon, de la vérité.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion, another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Ok. Casse de l'USS Coleridge.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Si je l'accuse de mensonge, comment c'est tourné?
I don't believe you, Jack. You were there. You were either involved or you know who is.
You calling me a liar, Cole? I hope you have something to back that up. I won't let you hide behind your rank any longer. You can tick me off your little list. I'm not involved.
Fallait que je doute. Bon, c'est pas grave, 3 sur 4, c'est pas mal.
Just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The
Encore?
victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
Et c'est parti.
How many more friends of yours are gonna get bugged today?
Laisse-moi passer, toi.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Dégage-toi. Ça tire encore ou non, c'est fini?
They just walked up and shot the man.
Ah,
2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
ils sont encore là. Putain merde, j'ai vu... Ah putain, c'est pas cette touche là pour drift. C'est l'autre. My bad. C'est celle-ci.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. I can't take a shot from here, Cole.
Concentre à balle. J'avais pas vu qu'il s'était arrêté.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
On a eu les gorilles de Mickey Cohen. Eh ben, ça rigole pas. Bon, encore des fusils barres, du coup. A2 cette fois, il y avait écrit A1 je crois tout à l'heure. Je crois, hein, je suis pas sûr. Autorité de port de Los Angeles, nom complet du passager. Michael Driscott, bureau de poste d'Hollywood. David Henrique. Félix Alvaro. Léo Epstein. Malgodrick Edward, il est dead. Walter Beckett. Courtney Sheldon. Ah, Christopher Truc, là, Robert's Dinner, bon c'est barré, il l'a eu.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Ouais, un journal. Ça fait longtemps, cinématique. Scandale à la brigade des mœurs, ça pourrait remonter très haut.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term?
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore,
Bon bah
who
si,
has
s'en
abandoned
sert.
his pledge to the LAPD, and his commitment to the public we all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
Le salopard. Il nous a vendu. Bon bah du coup je suppose qu'on doit se casser. Faut choisir la bonne adresse là parce que si je veux la mauvaise.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine, where are we headed?
Au ruelle où a eu lieu la fusillade. Bon on va au Grosman truc là. Grosman Chinese Theater.
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Roy le salopard.
Getting close. Steer him off the tar.
Je suis désolé pour le bug sonore qu'il y a, c'est horrible. On va en faire avec. Regarde, c'était là. C'est bon, c'est calme. C'était horrible comme bruit. Il tire dessus.
Step on it, huh? Just get me a little closer.
Oh bah.
LAPD, put
J'ai
your
réussi
hands
à la
in the
bloquer
air.
avec ma caisse. Rendez-vous. Typical American police be like. Ah, ils ont résisté, on n'a pas eu le choix. Hein. C'est n'importe quoi ce qui vient de se passer. Je me suis vraiment genre bouffé le palmier. Mais du coup, ils me sont rentrés dans le cul. Ils pouvaient pas me pousser parce que j'étais bloqué. Et du coup, leur voiture, elle a juste volé.
You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Ça n'a aucun putain de sens. Putain, j'avoue, la ruelle machin, j'ai... Attendez, je vais retourner. J'ai pas... Si ça me pousse...
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Attends. J'ai pas fait la voiture. Pourquoi ça me le propose encore? J'ai dû rater un truc.
It's him. The cop from the newspaper.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
You can drive.
Le jeu, il galère là. C'est quoi ce délire? J'ai touché à rien depuis 30 secondes. Bon, ça reste marrant. Heureusement que c'est pas genre juste blue screen. Bon.
Phelps, I think his name is.
J'ai oublié de fouiller un truc apparemment. Quand je vais la intuition. Ah non, pourtant j'ai tout. Bah, c'est quoi ce délire? Attendez. Ok. Pourquoi ça me dit que les preuves je les ai pas vues? C'est trop bizarre, non? Ça c'est bon. Il y a un truc que j'ai pas vu sur lui apparemment. Je comprends pas ce que c'est. Ah. Rendez-vous de Mickey 21h au Newsview Building Sheldon.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Ok, c'était ça la preuve qui me manquait. Normalement là, l'adresse ça va être barré.
You're behind the wheel.
Et ouais, c'est bon.
Where are we going?
Au bureau de poste là, il va y avoir encore des morts. En avant. Bon, sorry pour ce petit interlude où j'ai raté la preuve. Hop. Salut les gars. Je peux jouer. voir. Thompson, fusil à pompe.
Give me some goddamn cover! Throw out the guns.
Je joue à manette, hein, c'est pour ça que je galère un peu. Mais ils sont combien là-dedans là? C'est une sacrée équipe là. Pourtant on était nombreux, hein. Il y avait bien 4-5 bagnoles de police.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. It was worth a try.
Il est mort.
God.
Dernier mot de Waiter Beckett. Ah, c'est ça que je veux. Fabricant de glace, l'ours polaire, Lenny Finkelstein, directeur général.
Polar Bear Ice Company. You really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Peut-être. J'ai pas accès à ses poches. Pas accès au corps. J'ai ramassé des mules, ok. Je dois faire le tour. À quoi ça sert d'aller là du coup? Ça part à rien du coup. Genre la Thompson, c'est pas une preuve là. Bon. Ok. Ah, j'ai cru que c'était Kelso. Rendez-vous avec Cohen et Sheldon, 1640 North Las Palmas, plus tard dans la soirée.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
C'est toi, je peux me faire avoir, j'ai fouillé les deux poches.
Majewski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Bon bah cassons-nous. On va voir Sheldon.
What now?
If we can get them all in the alleyway, we wrap the whole
Can you
case.
drive to this one?
All right, where to?
C'est parti.
Beautiful day.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Kill these rat bastards.
Oh.
Keep moving, I'll cover you.
Il est où l'autre?
On the roof, Cole, nail him.
Attends, je sais pas. C'est une embuscade. Il est où le con?
Stay down. They're making a run for it after them.
J'ai besoin d'une arme. Ils en ont pas?
Find some cover.
Ils en ont pas. On a gagné.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that list.
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine, where are we headed?
Je sais pas ce que c'est là qu'on va.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
Bon.
You're hurting me.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war.
He's good looking
Sheldon.
for a policeman.
Is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolridge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright
Enfin, via les journaux, on sait que c'est eux deux qui ont la morphine. Quand Sheldon l'a volé, et le doc l'a récupéré. 6e régiment de Marines pris pour
I would
cible.
have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Ah bon?
No.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
Les derniers mots de ton ami.
Jack isn't
Quoi?
scared of you, Phelps. None of us were.
C'est pas lui, Courtney Sheldon? Bah, ça n'a aucun sens.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
J'ai envie de réutiliser la même note. Note mentionnant le rendez-vous prévu entre Courtney Sheldon et Mickey Cohen.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
Et je vais encore me faire niquer, hein. Mais...
We finished here, Cole?
Have you finished, detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything,
Je comprends pas.
Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him.
Je lui dis, ouais, t'as affaire, tu fais des business machin avec la mafia, et comment tu vas le prouver? Il y a une note qui dit que t'as rendez-vous avec Mickey Cohen.
You were Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the
Ouais, mon Ken avec l'affaire de Roy. Ah, il était sur le point d'avouer, j'avais mené mon interrogatoire à la perfection.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
He's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're...
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife.
C'est des salopards.
Your children. Consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun. Keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Ils se foutent de la gueule du monde, hein. Ils se débarrassent de leur meilleur élément en plus. Qui rate les interrogatoires, certes.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you?
Bah, elle a une meilleure gueule que l'autre allemande. Hein.
What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Bon. Je récupère même pas ma valoche, rien à foutre. Et je me casse voir l'allemande. Ah bah. Tu me diras, hein, il se fait renvoyer, hein, autant en profiter maintenant. Il n'a plus rien à perdre, le call. Au tempora, au mores. 15 sur 15, 10 sur 14, bon ça va. Oula 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 oula. Destitué, brigade incendie criminel, commissariat de Wilshire. Vos agissements vous ont valu d'être rétrogradé, vous allez être affecté à une nouvelle division. Malgré les guerres mafieuses et un vol non résolu, une seule histoire fera les gros titres des journaux. Ah, coup dur. On va juste voir si... cinématique. Et sinon, on s'arrête là, YouTube. On s'arrête là. Hop là. Non bah ouais, bah sacré. Ah, autant pour terminer toutes les affaires de la brigade des mœurs. Ok. On a chié l'interrogatoire avec Sheldon. Mais encore une fois, le jeu est vachement sujet à interprétation dans le sens où il dit ouais, comment tu vas prouver que machin. Bon, le gars, il a clairement dit ça valait le coup d'essayer, machin. Et ça ne compte pas comme preuve, alors que bon, le gars est mort et il prononce le nom de Courtney Sheldon. Et après, il dit mon application mafia, je parle de son rendez-vous avec Mickey Cohen. C'est pas une preuve tangible, du coup, je j'ai pas trop compris. À mon avis, il fallait juste douter. Mais ouais, c'est vrai que c'est pas facile à comprendre des fois. En tout cas, bah voilà, fin de la brigade des mœurs, on a été rétrogradé à la brigade des incendies criminels, je crois. Puis bon, bah, on va voir notre première affaire, comment ça se déroule. Donc à tout de suite YouTube.